So I'm back with another video, and today is chicken pot pie from the cookbook. Let's get it. The almighty dollar and the lust for worldwide fame slowly killed tradition.
Hit a little traffic. Optimus. Decepticons.
I'm Alan Jackson, and I'm another voice against violence. Every day in America, 14 people under the age of 20 are killed by a gun. In a recent survey, 39% of kids said they knew someone who'd been killed or injured by a gun, and 60% said they knew where to get a gun. We're losing an entire generation to violence. Violence doesn't solve a thing. Think about it.
Oh, I've been working all weekend, I'm tired and I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun. Time for a good time. Where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's gone country. Look at them boots. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much that muddy water meant to me.
One down-home favorite welcomes another to town.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
Miller Lite presents Alan Jackson live in concert.
But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living in
Miller Lite and the Alan Jackson Tour, where great taste meets great music.
That's right.
When you see as much of the road as I do, man, it's as simple as black and white. So come on, folks. Please think when you drink.
He's got pride in his heart and dirt on his hands. There's one place to find a hard-working man for country. Look at that truck.
Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Cold Miller Lite, I like it like that. And how I'll ask Sally and I'll ask Sue. We're gonna rock away all our blues. Come on.
Only Miller Lite can bring together great taste and great music. Clint Black and Alan Jackson, 2 great tours brought to you by 1 great beer. Miller Lite, it's everything you want a beer to be.
Oh, Miller Lite, I like it like that.
Well, if I had money, I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown, buy a Ford truck or 2. I'm crazy about a Ford truck. Lord, I'm crazy about a Ford truck. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
There's good music, and I think it's just a nice place and a time for us to do it up here.
and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Well, thank you so much, Kentucky. I'm Alan Jackson, the band, the Stray Horns. Good to see y'all out here tonight. Thank you so much for coming out here again to hear us play a little country music for you. I'm flying in here while I can go with it. Always sometimes I kind of forget how beautiful Kentucky is up here, man. This all that farmland. It's a lot like Tennessee too, but I tell you, it's beautiful up here. I love this state. I played a lot of shows across here over the years, but anyway, like I said, I'm here to play y'all some hopefully real country music tonight. Is what I call it. a long time. Been touring professionally for over 30 years or so now. I played this arena, I think they said 10 times or something in there. They gave me this special gift tonight, and they were supposed to take a picture and try to put it up on the screen. Did they get that where they could show it? Check it out. Very cool. I just want to say thank y'all for up around here for being so nice to me over the years, especially all the y'all people that come out here every time to hear us play music. And thank y'all so much. We've had a great run, and so nice to see y'all here tonight again after 10 times. I can't wait to break out the barrel back here. But I tell you, I have to say thank y'all. Seriously, I've had an amazing life. Just hard to believe. I'm just a small town country boy from Georgia and moved up to Nashville. Not much sense about music business, and just all this is happening. It's just American dreams, what it is. American dream. So blessed to have y'all thank for coming to all these shows and buying my records all these years. We really appreciate it so much. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. I'd like to do a song for you now that was my first hit as a recording artist, but it actually wasn't my first song to be released. I'd worked for years to get a record deal, finally did in Nashville. It was tough back then. We got the record deal, I recorded this album, we put out the first single, we were so excited, and it died a miserable death on the charts. I was bummed out, came home off the road, playing some club, and came home with my wife Denise, and she said she was pregnant, and we weren't, neither one of us quite ready for that. It snuck up on us somehow. I don't know what happened. I guess they've been a hole or anything, but anyway. I was happy but scared because I thought, man, this song died, and I'm going to have to go back to work and get a job now, pay for this baby. But luckily, the record label said to put out this other song, and they did, and I hadn't worked since. First number one, been going pretty good since then. I'll do another song for you from those kind of starting out days when I was hanging around Music Road. What you got is a whole picture there of me, and it's what? 30 years? Is that you? Somebody hand that up here. See that thing. This is me and this young lady down here 30 years ago. It's crazy. Looks like I signed it, right? 4 times, 5 times. Very cool. I'll sign it again for you. So, anyway, I forgot what I was doing here. An old song, when I was starting out, that's what we were talking about, and it really wasn't much over 30 years ago. But I was down on Music Road writing with this boy one day, and it was the first time we'd written together. He was asking me about music in my life, and what I remember when I was young. I told him we didn't have much kind of church music stuff, that's about it. But when I was 5 years old, my dad worked for the Pepsi Cola plant there in Georgia, and they had this employee contest. contest, and he won this old radio box, kind of wooden radio set on the counter. That was the first music thing I remember at home, and that ended up being the opening line of this old song. And a few years later, I got to record it on my first album. It went on to be a big hit, and the Country Music Hall of Fame called me up and asked me about the radio. We went back down to Georgia and found it in my daddy's garage, dusted it off, brought it back to Tennessee, and they put it in the Country Music Hall of Fame back then. Daddy won't rain in that honky-tonk train. Yeah, I'm chasing that neon rainbow. You live in that honky-tonk train. Yeah, So, tonight I got some of my family's here. One of my sister's boys, he's my nephew, of course, and he's a grown man, not like a little nephew, he's like a big nephew. He's actually a pilot for a company, he's based out of Louisville over at UPS, he flies for them. He's a big country music fan. He's always supported me over the years. And tonight is his birthday. I can't remember. I think it's like 48 or something. I can't remember. He's out there somewhere. I don't know where they're sitting. If they can find him. Oh, he's out at the soundboard. They can put a spotlight on him if they want to. Anyway, he loves country music as much more than I do. I just felt obliged to do a little thing for you tonight. I'm tired of this. So, yeah, I love it. I didn't sing that thing in a long time. Woo! So what we doing here? So, I threw a side loop here a little bit. I'm going to do this song. It was on my latest album. I've been doing all this old stuff. I thought I'd do something from my latest record. And it's a song I didn't write, but when I heard these lyrics, I was really felt connected to them and loved the song. And so I'd like to do it for y'all.
wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grieving. Put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic,
Kentucky, country road.
sleep and I wanna have fun. Time for a good time. Where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's gone country. Look at them boots. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much of muddy water meant to me.
One down-home favorite welcomes another to town.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie.
Miller Lite presents Alan Jackson live in concert.
But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living in
Miller Lite and the Alan Jackson Tour, where great taste meets great music.
That's right.
When you see as much of the road as I do, man, it's as simple as black and white. So come on, folks. Please think when you drink.
He's got pride in his heart and dirt on his hands. There's one place to find a hard-working man for country. Look at that truck.
Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Go Miller Lite, I like it like that. Now I'll ask Sally, and I'll ask Sue. We're gonna rock away all our blues. Come on.
Only Miller Lite can bring together great taste and great music. Clint Black and Alan Jackson, 2 great tours brought to you by 1 great beer. Miller Lite, it's everything you want a beer to be.
Oh, Miller Lite, I like it like that.
Well, if I had money, I'll tell you what to do. Go downtown, buy a Ford truck or two. Crazy about a Ford truck. Lord, I'm crazy about a Ford truck. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
A lot of great acts on there. It's good music, and I think it's just a nice place and a time for us to do it.
Don't rock the jukebox. Wanna hear some Jones. My heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox. Play me a country song. Before you drop that quarter, keep one thing in mind. You got a heartbroken hillbilly standing here in line. I've been down and lonely ever since she left. Before you punch that number, but I make one request. Don't rock the jukebox. I wanna hear some Jones. My heart ain't ready for them Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox. Play me a country song. Play a little country music back there. Good job. I ain't got nothing against rock and roll. When your heart's been broken, you need a song that's slow. There ain't nothing like a steel guitar, drown a memory. Before you spend your money, baby, play a song for me. And don't rock the jukebox. I wanna hear George Jones, 'cause my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox. Play me a country song. You don't rock the jukebox. Play me a country song.
it is our honor to present the Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award to Alan Jackson.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all singing too. That was nice. Country music's been real good to me, and I fell in love with it when I was a young man. I really loved the instruments, the steel guitars and the fiddles and things like that gave it such a unique character to me and made it its own. And I loved the lyrics and the songs and the artists and the melodies and the harmonies, and it's just real American music to me. And I one night watching television, and this movie came on about the life of Hank Williams, and it just really inspired me. And I came to Nashville with nothing. Gary's talking about 3 chords and the truth. Mine was more like 3 chords and a prayer. But hung in there. The prayer got answered a little bit. But anyway, so I've just been such a fan of this music, and I wanted to come to Nashville and try to carry it on the kind that I loved. And as my mama would say, I'm so blessed, and I have been so blessed. And I've had a great team around me my whole career that have helped me, and great songwriters, and just I've been so fortunate to have all that to help me get this far. And I can't thank everybody that's been in my life all these years, but I do have to say thanks to my wife Denise over there somewhere. We started out as teenagers, and she's hung in there and rode this roller coaster ride with me for 40-something years now. And I'm probably not always the easiest person to love, but she's hung in there and helped me through hard times, and we've shared great times, the good and the bad, the happy and the sad. We've survived a lot, and I just want to thank her because she's held me up all these years, and she's my best friend. And she gave me a wonderful family over there. So thanks again to the CMA and all the wonderful fans I've had all over the world. Appreciate y'all. And radio and all the parts of country music that have been so good to me all these years. I've definitely lived the American dream, and let me have that award, gal. And I'm still living that honky-tonk dream, y'all.
What's up, back with another video, and today I just wanted to let you guys know that stay tuned for tomorrow, because that's the official day for part 1 of a brand new series, which has to do with this. I got this for $16, and if you ask me, and if you're a fan of Alan Jackson like I am, you guys will know it was worth every single penny. But stay tuned for part 1. That's going down tomorrow. With that being said, be sure to like and subscribe, and I love you all. Peace.
Hey,
I'm Alan Jackson. Join AARP for a virtual performance this Veterans Day, November the 11th, to honor our brave men and women who've served this country. Click below.
Tribute to Conway Twitty here momentarily. In the meantime, we'd like to bring out a gentleman who 5 years ago, I think, was sorting mail over here at the National Network, and still had that burning desire, though, to be a country music star. And now he, 5 years later, is one of the most popular performers in the world.
And sold millions of albums. He has a brand new one coming out in just a couple of weeks. Tonight, he is here to make a special announcement just for the fans. This is Alan Jackson. Tonight, and we're glad you sauntered on over here, but why did you want to come on the show tonight?
Well, see if I can borrow some money. Y'all do it so well over here.
I was hoping to borrow some of yours, Adam.
Really? You have a big announcement planned, right?
Yeah.
I think this is kind of an innovative thing.
I'm finally getting married.
No, you're not. I'm already married.
I have 2 children.
You know, I heard you say a while ago about me starting in the mailroom, and I saw Mike Snyder a couple nights ago over at the Ryman Auditorium. We were taping that special, and he said, "I'll never forget that time I saw you over at the mailroom, and you said you were fixing to quit." And he asked me what I was going to do, and I said, "I wanted to be a singer, you know." And songwriter, he just kind of laughed. He said, "Good luck," you know. That's what he told me then.
Yeah.
He said he shook his head then and said, "You know, poor old boy." And he said things have a way of working out sometimes, don't they?
Don't they really?
I mean, it hasn't been an easy road. Easy road. Alan has worked very hard, but now that you have reached a pinnacle of success, you're ready to give something back, right?
Yeah, you know, we're here to talk about the fan club. That's what I'm talking about, and we've had one for ever since I started. Now, you know, last 3 or 4 years, and I guess the standard practice is people join your fan club and usually charge them, you know, $10 or $15 to be a member. And I always felt kind of weird about that, you know, after we got started. But everybody said, "Well, that's what you do, you know." You cover your expenses and everything, which it is an expensive
well, let me ask you this.
operation.
Sorry to interrupt you, but why did you feel strange about charging money for people to be in your fan club?
Well, especially those fans I mean, you got a lot of fans, but then there's the ones that are the real dedicated fans, are the ones that join your fan club. And I don't know, I just felt like that's an odd thing to do, is people that are that crazy about your music and your career that you charge them.
Yeah, I was going to say,
in the fan club.
They show you support. They show you support by buying your album, and I guess you were feeling a little weird charging them something extra just to show them some support. Is that it?
And it's an expensive.
Well, it certainly
is, just because we mail out newsletters every quarter, every month or two, and we send them sometimes free pictures. And when they join, they get something for their money. Even though it's not like we just take their money, but I don't know. I just felt like I've been real fortunate, and you know, I've made a good living at this. And
so what are you going to do?
They're the people that stand in line and buy the tickets and buy the albums.
Right.
And I don't know, I'm just going to make it free, you know, if they want to join.
Now, what about the people who have already paid to be in your fan club? They've paid the $10.
They're out of luck now.
No, they're not. What are you going to do for them?
Well,
you want us to leave it at that, or you want to clear that up?
Well, I'll clear it up. We're giving them like I can't remember the exact, I think it's a $10 or $15 gift certificate. Anything they want to buy, you know, they can get their money back that way, you know, and so I feel like they're
With that in mind, let's put up the address. This is the newsletter that comes out. We'll show you that here in a second. Here's the Alan Jackson Fan Club, P.O. Box 121945 in Nashville. Boy, the numbers are just getting plentiful in the addresses, aren't they? 37212 1945 is the zip code. And you can join his fan club for free.
And let me slip this in here. This is what the border blank looks like there. I'm going to let you hold that, Charlie.
Okay.
And it says on there that it is for free. That's a very nice thing. Very nice thing to do. I'm glad you thought of
Yes,
that.
it is.
This puts the pressure on some other stars, doesn't it?
A couple of things we quickly want to point out. June 28th, which I think is Maddie's birthday, right? Is that her birthday?
Well, it's close.
It's close? When is it?
19th.
19th, okay.
Okay.
Well, we were told the 28th, but anyway, this album, I think, is coming out the 28th.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Brand new album called Who I Am. Who are you?
So, you put all that together, and the fact that you're going to have a busy week at Fanfare next week, you got quite a load coming up, right?
I know it's a busy time for everybody, participates in Fanfare and with a new album coming out and all the fan club business. We're busy. I'm not working quite as much right now on the road. I'm kind of taking off here in the summer.
Good for you. You deserve that.
All right. I know you're heading over to the Opry. Alan, thanks for coming by and sharing the message to all your fans, and here's to a great fun week at Fanfare next week. This is Alan Jackson.
See you out there.
We're back tomorrow.
City tonight with Karuk and Chase. Glad you're with us. Our guest is superstar Alan Jackson. It's been a busy day for you. I know you've been hanging out in the bus back there, and you've got all the niceties of home in there, haven't you?
I do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Got that little satellite dish on top and everything?
Yeah, you gotta have the dish. I've gotten spoiled.
I know. As soon as that bus backed in, I watched, and his dish went straight up there.
So I learned that from George Jones. He's got the dish on his. And,
Really?
Yeah, it keeps you sane out there, Of course, I get to watch y'all every night, and watch the opera. And I really do. It helps me catch up on a lot of television on the road that I don't get to see normally.
I got you.
Which is why you don't come in the show very often, because you know what we do to you, right? Things like this. In an article in the paper, the title of the article, the headline here, is Alan Jackson to be wearing new briefs. Everybody is talking about this new deal.
Start right out.
We're starting right out.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, we don't hold back here. You know that. So you made this big deal with Fruit of the Loom. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, we're.
Well, they're sponsoring your tour next
Yeah,
year.
it's. I don't know a lot about it yet because it's still kind of in the final.
Under
terms
wraps.
there. Yeah, under wraps.
Well, you know what the question is, Alan, on all the women's minds. Well, they want to know if you're going to be like Jim Palmer and some of these other people who actually model the product.
Well. It took me a while to build up all these fans that I have. I don't want to. I'm gonna lose them all in one shot.
So you're saying you're?
I don't really know. I hadn't heard if we were going to do that or not.
Would you be willing?
Well, if I wore underwear, I'd probably could do it.
What did you say?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm not. Nah, I'm not. We'll just let it ride.
Well, it's a wait and see thing, right?
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it tonight.
Oh, well.
Well, while we're on the subject of business, recently Alan made a deal and sold his catalog of songs, and it was to the tune of like $13 million. Now, these are songs that Alan had written. They were in his catalog, publishing company. These are songs that could have provided income in the future, of course, from royalties and that sort of thing. So I guess the foremost question from people who really don't understand the business is, why would you sell your personal songs for a large sum of money right now? How can you figure out what the future is worth, basically, I guess is what I'm asking.
I think you answered it already. Large sum of money. Is that
what it was?
I didn't really sell. They bought it. Is the way I look at it.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of it was kind of like gambling, I guess, really, in a way. I think I've been real lucky because, most writers or artists come to town and they end up signing their publishing way from the start. That's how they get a writer's deal or something. Usually, when you sign a writer's deal, automatically they get your publishing. But I was real fortunate to be able to hold on to most of mine in the beginning and later 100% of it. So I don't know. It's just kind of a gamble. You think, well, you're going to make money on it from your past catalog, and you make money on it in the future as a writer and as a publisher. It's hard to figure out how much you will make. It depends on what my career does or what I do as a songwriter and so forth. But I guess it all started out just kind of as a joke. And I really wasn't wanting to sell. I had never thought about it. I didn't really You know, luckily I didn't really need to, and it was just my manager, who comes from a publishing background, and one of the company he was with is one of the larger publishers in town. And when he was working for them, we've been friends for years, he was always kidding, trying to buy my catalog, you know, and I'd say, well, you know, make me offer, you know. So anyway, it led to that, and then eventually, next thing I know, the word got out, and we were getting offers from all these major publishers, and it was just sort of an offer we couldn't refuse. And it also, more than the money, it was because I'm a small publishing company, I didn't have any other writers, it was just my songs.
Certainly.
Half time I'd write stuff and on a piece of paper or on a tape and throw it in the back of the bus, and it never even get cataloged. You know, I got songs laying around probably I've forgotten about. And when you have a major publisher involved, they keep your songs and they demo them, and they can get outside cuts for you, and they can work you overseas catalogs, and they can get songs and movies and a lot of things I couldn't do for myself.
So all that was figured into the money price that you mentioned. So it's probably
it's just more than the money. It's just having a good company to work your songs.
Certainly,
it's a big business deal, and I still get my writers, and I own part of the rest of my publishing. So it was an incredible deal for me, and it was good for Warner Chappell.
Congratulations! It's a very big deal in this town.
Yeah, well, I like the fact that your music is going to be able to get out to even more people through commercials and movies and things. I think that's a good deal.
Yep.
All right, explain this. Who says you can't cook it all? Is this is going to be a real cookbook from you?
What do you mean real? You saying it ain't real? Saying I can't cook? No.
Well, look. I mean, this is cardboard right here.
It's one of the thickest books I've ever seen. Check it out. Look at that. No, that's the mock-up because the book is coming out.
Yeah. When is the book coming out?
I think it's about ready for. I think they've already advertised it through my fan club and so forth for orders, but it was just now getting printed up. But I don't know. I'm kind of everybody makes fun of me about eating because I'm real basic and
What's basic? What'd you have for lunch today?
Bologna sandwich.
A bologna sandwich.
I ain't lying.
That's basic.
Well, Alan, tell us, how in the world do you cook that?
Well, I have fried it before, but I didn't today. But, no, I mean, I cook. My mother's a wonderful cook. I mean, it's like Southern Georgia cooking, you know, and we were always meat and potatoes and vegetables and, you know, and pies and everything. Anyway, that's all I ever grew up eating. And so today, I still eat the same kind of things. I guess I always have, but real Southern kind of home-style cooking. And even now, I got a caterer that travels with us on the road because I just couldn't. The worst part is the food out there. I was starving to death for that 4 years.
Well, what does the caterer cook?
Whatever I want him to cook. I got all these recipes in that book.
Oh, from this?
Yeah.
Cooks from this?
That's how it started. I got all these recipes together for this caterer. See, he cooks
James, I'll have a bologna sandwich, please.
I mean, he makes like my mama's lemon pie, you know, and they make chicken fried steak, you know, and whatever we like. And so anyway, we put all these recipes together, and I said, well, we ought to just make up a cookbook, you know, for people that are interested in that. And
that's a great idea.
Well,
now,
some great
obviously,
recipes in there.
The cover photo has you sweating over a pot of stew or something. Do you really cook a lot of these recipes yourself?
Oh, yeah. No, I can cook. I swear. I can make cornbread from scratch as good as my wife can. I can make biscuits, homemade biscuits from scratch. There's a few. I mean, I can cook all right. I don't cook that much enough to.
You know what you've got to do? You've got to come on the show maybe in a couple months or something, and you've got to cook something for us. Make us some biscuits, would you?
Well,
you got to do that. Give some to the audience members. That's really cool.
You ever tried Lori Ann's biscuits?
Well, yeah. You know, I'm into skeet shooting a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's tried them all right.
You planned that.
We have a number, I think, where you can get information about the book. As I understand, the book is available after December 16th, and the information is coming up as we go to break here. Alan's got the book. He's got some hot music and more
some great
songs
family recipes. Oh, really? They try me.
And your mama doesn't mind you're giving them away, huh?
No, I hadn't told her that.
Oh. So you're in big trouble, boy. Well, the album is called Who I Am. Am I correct in saying this album has already gone platinum?
I guess. I don't know.
You don't know? I think it has.
Yeah.
Well, later in the show, Alan is going to do the current single that is really high on the charts, moving toward #1. Okay, it's called Gone Country by Alan Jackson later in the show. We're going to take a break and be back in just a minute. Over there,
the hot seat. Over there.
Got a chair and a microphone, and that's all the security you get right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough.
Just strolling
That's enough.
casually.
That's enough. That's a pretty song. You do that very well. Have you ever done a Rodney Crowell song before?
No, that's the only one. You know, it's really, it's one of my favorites that he's ever written. I heard that thing a long time ago. You might remember a group called Wild Rose. You know
I
that?
know them well.
Well, they used to be called Misbehaving.
Yeah.
And I heard them in a club Hall of Fame club downtown Nashville in my early days here in Nashville. They sang that song. I never heard it, and I loved it. And I made a note of that song back then and kept it in my file all these years.
Well, how about that?
I didn't know Rodney wrote it until we got ready to record it.
Hey,
last
call
year.
him up. He needs to write you more stuff.
No kidding. Hey,
He knows it now. Yeah.
one thing we didn't bring up when we were talking earlier was the George Jones Bradley Barnes sessions. You did a duet with George.
I was so proud of that. You know, George recorded a whole album with different artists, and of course, I'm a big fan of his. And his song's a good year for the Roses, and it's a great one of his classics, and it turned out to be a great record. I was really proud of it. The MCA, his record label, decided to release it as a single recently. So it's just come out, and we did a video for it and everything. So I was really grateful. You know, I mean, you think about George, and just a few months ago, I mean, he almost died. You know, and now he's this is his first single since then, and so I'm just telling everybody out there to call your radio stations and tell them to play George's record, because he's had trouble getting radio to play his songs the last couple of years, and I think it's sad. And this is a great record, and I'm really proud to be on it, and I hope it's a number one for George.
Yay for George Jones. I love old George. I know you do too. I know you do too.
Well, we had the audience fill out some questions here. I hope you don't mind to answer a few, okay?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Glenda Condra, where are you from? Is it Whitwell, Tennessee?
Stand up quickly now so
Where
we
are
can
you,
get She's
Glenda?
behind the pole.
Behind
that
the pole
darn
over there?
pole.
Hi, Glenda.
I can see you.
She was wondering how long your legs are.
Too doggone long.
Well, now, wait a minute.
They're long.
Do you have an accurate answer?
Well.
Okay, you don't. All right, Glenda, hey, Glenda, do you have a tape measure? You said you did.
Are you serious?
Come on up here.
Are you?
Come on up, Glenda. Come on up, Glenda.
Oh.
Come here, Glenda. Come on.
I guess.
Just stand up.
Stand up for a minute there.
All right, Glenda, no inseam. Come here. Over here. Over here.
Oh, come on, Charlie.
Turn around. Right here. From right
On
here.
the outside. There.
Down to the...
Right there.
Okay.
The tape measure
Your
is
tape's too short.
Your tape measure is too short. All right. You got it marked right there. Okay.
Okay. Got it marked?
And what's it going to measure out to, Glenda?
You got to measure to the floor.
To the floor.
To the floor.
There you go. That's your...
Well, no, let's get some boots here.
So what are we looking at there?
About 50 inches.
About 50
Well,
inches.
50 is kind of tall, but
50 inches?
these,
I don't think it's 50, is it?
well, I think these are some pants that Wrangler made for me. They're 40-inch inseam, so yeah. But these boots are, you know.
Merry Christmas, Glenda. Yeah, you're welcome, dear. Okay. Head back on over there. Thank you, Glenda.
Oh.
Okay, where is Betty Highsmith? Betty, stand up and make yourself known to us from Byron, Georgia. Betty wants to know, Lorianne is attempting to work with a hunk. Now, I've got two guys beside me. Which one are you talking about here? Yeah, well, just so you'll know, this is a hunk, this is a pile.
Here it comes. Which she is more than happy to work with on a daily basis. Thank you. Okay.
Her name does come first, though, right? Crook and then Chase,
Crook
right?
and yes,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's an alphabetical thing.
I got
you. Kim and Harvey Higgins, where are you? From East Bend, North Carolina. Oh, there they are. They're on their honeymoon, Alan. Do you have any? Sorry, folks. Do you have any advice for newlyweds, dear Alan?
You ever heard that song, Misery Loves Company? No, advice. Mm-hmm. Denise, who?
Oh, she's going to kick you when you get home.
We have a good, strong relationship, so you must have advice.
Advice, Make sure she gets a good job right off.
You know, when you guys first
That's
got
helped me
married,
a
she
lot.
was working.
Yeah,
I know,
that helped
she
me a lot.
really
Alan
was.
had support from Denise.
Exactly. All right, well, it's
I don't think I'm very good at advice on the marriages.
Well, you've made this one work how many years?
Well, 15 years next week, actually.
No kidding.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Alan.
Happy anniversary to you.
And hey, Alan, we need to talk because mine is Sunday and it's 23 years. And we're back with more
23.
Music City tonight with Alan Jackson after this. Don't go away.
And look who's here, Alan Jackson. Thank you. Just teasing a little bit about how difficult you are to get along with. Obviously, that's not true. Does anything ever ruffle your feathers, get you mad?
I don't ask somebody besides me. I don't know. I'm not as laid back as probably as I figured. I'm kind of nervous, anxious kind of person, really.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I just don't show it too much. But,
Well, we're going to hear all kinds of stories tonight. Your band is coming over. The next segment for an interview.
guys.
Hey.
Been with you a long time.
Yeah, I sure have.
No wonder.
If they want to keep being with me, they better watch.
Well, no. They'll be careful. Hey, did you see the Visa card?
Of course he's seen it.
What, do you have your own official Alan Jackson Visa card? Well, does Denise have one?
I don't know. I think she probably is going to get one.
Well, I guess you'd feel kind of weird carrying a picture of yourself on a credit card, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I don't wear shirts with my name or face on it. I feel funny about all that.
What shirt do you wear? Do you have like a Crook and Chase t-shirt or something like that?
Y'all wouldn't give me one, and I hadn't been able to buy one. So I
haven't been able to buy one?
Well, get him a Crook and Chase t-shirt.
Go get him one.
Get him the one with our big faces on the front, you know.
Yeah.
So it can really embarrass him.
Get him all the stuff, because we're going to let him have it half price.
I get a lot of free. I wear a lot of t-shirts people give me. A lot of fans give me a lot of like shirts on the road, Harley Davidson, or just things they know I like. You know, so I got a closet full of clothes, and that's what happens. You start making a little money, everybody gives you everything.
A wonderful thing. Now, we were talking to you on our radio show the other day, and you were mentioning that although most country music stars are really busy this time of year, this is when you take a little time off.
Yeah, we have the last few years. We work, start in January, work through the spring, and I take most of the summer off. Start back in August for some of the shows we do in August, and work through like Thanksgiving. But I don't know, it's a good time of year to be off because I enjoy the warm weather, all the stuff going through the lake, and just being outside. So.
Now that reminds me, I saw a picture of your beautiful house on the lake, and it had a shot of your boat, and there were some jet skis beside it. So what do you enjoy most, the boat or the skis?
Well, I like both, but I'm a boat guy, you know. I grew up in ski boats, and I just love any kind of boat. But my kids like riding the jet skis. And I think we saw you on the lake riding on a bikini or something. Did you
really see us? We were out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I didn't see you. Where were you?
Well, I got some binoculars up there.
That's why he takes off time in the summer. He's sitting next to the lake.
It's embarrassing. Well, see, I didn't think anybody recognized me because I wear a baseball cap backwards and no makeup, and I don't wear it very much at the lake. And
I saw you wasn't wearing very much out there.
Well, wait a minute, Alan. If she's trying to be incognito, how'd you know it was her?
Yeah.
Hey, you want me to get back to this Visa card here? Let's talk about that card here. Wait a minute, we have the official one.
No, I think it was the right size. What size do you take?
Well, what do you got?
It's free. Extra hard since you're so tall.
Yeah, that'll work.
There you go. See, you can wear that.
Yeah.
I think that might look good on you. Yeah. There you go.
You got something back there, too?
I'm going to give y'all something. I hadn't given y'all anything since
Alan, what is that?
way back. It's some kind of plaque.
It's some kind of plaque. Oh, boy, this is a surprise.
Now, what is this for? Do you even know, Alan?
Yeah, but...
Is it
Read the inscription.
I am. I'm looking at 5 years. It's actually, it's about 5 years since my first record came out, and y'all been supporting me when you had your other show and this show, and this presented y'all for 5 years of support, and for the 16 #1 records and everything. Y'all just got a list of songs on there. And it's about
Very nice, Alan.
I'm telling you.
This is special to us. Really, I want you to know how much that means to us.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, what y'all do means a lot to the artist, because I remember, especially in the early days, trying to get a career going, and when you get on your shows and shows like this, it really reaches a lot of people and helps people see you as a person and not just hear your voice on the radio, and I think it's real important to the careers, and it really does help a lot.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a rope around this and wear it around my neck, and next time I'm out in the lake, you're going to see me like this on the boat.
That's very cool. Did you put this on your Visa card? That's very nice, Alan. Thank you very much. I certainly do appreciate it. And by the way, we were talking about #1 records there. You're #1 this week. And a lot of people may not realize that I Don't Even Know Your Name has been kind of like in your mind for a number of years, basically as a joke, and almost never got written, right?
Yeah, it was just one of those song titles that back when I first moved to Nashville, and all my family, my wife's family, is still back home in Georgia. When we go home for the holidays, or any time we go home, my wife's brother Ron, he had this song title that he kept throwing at me as a joke. He'd say, "Hey, I know you're writing this song. I got this idea. I'm in love with you, baby. I don't even know your name." He'd laugh, and I'd laugh. And he had this little son, Andy Lofton. Both of them have writer's credits on the song. They gave me the idea, and he was just young Cub Scout. Now he's grown in college. That's how long ago it's been.
Wow.
So they used to say that every time I'd go home, and it's been on for years. I mean, several years. And so when I was writing songs a couple of years ago, I was in some hotel room somewhere, and that title just popped in my head, and I thought I'd write it. Really, it's just a joke for them, just to kind of get them off my back and have some fun. And so I wrote it, and the band and I worked it up to make a little demo for them, and everybody started saying, "Hey, that's a fun song. What is that?" The next thing I know, people were liking it, and we were doing it live, and then recorded it.
And it's #1.
That's #1 in the country.
I'm telling you. Doesn't this business frighten you because you never know where a song can go?
Exactly. I've learned that. I mean, just like the Chattahoochee, was such a big song for me, and I'd have never picked it to be the big song when Jim Brown and I wrote it. It was just a fun song, but I didn't think anybody would really like it, and then bam, that's the one. And other songs that I've had that I thought would be big songs that weren't, so you never know.
So this means that if me and Charlie give you a stupid song title, you might write it and we can make money off you?
Only if I give you credit on the song.
I think what we're going to have to do is put that T-shirt in a frame. Just to, no, put that back.
No.
Hey, listen,
we got to talk about. Now, we've been told that you have a greatest hits collection coming out in October.
Yeah.
And this includes all the #1s and other songs as well?
Yeah, there's 20 songs on the CD.
But it's the same price as a regular CD, as I understand, right? Yeah, it is, Alan.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah, it's a very good deal. Very good deal.
What a pitch, man.
It's like, I think 16 or #1s that we've had over the last few years, and then, let's see, there's 3 new ones and 16 #1s, so there's one on there that wasn't a #1, I guess. But I think that's the one they're saying should be on the picture of the album.
So 20 songs, 20 songs on there. So far, I've counted 19. What else is on there?
He said there's just another one that he's not sure of.
Just one that's yet to be #1.
One that was probably #2.
Oh, we'll go with that.
Now, you could have come out with a greatest hits package long ago. Were you just too busy making new music to put one out?
I don't really know. I guess, we've had enough songs to do, like I say, almost two albums worth, but I think it's just a timing thing, career. I mean, it's sometimes, I think it all happens so fast, that it felt like you're not mature enough as an artist to be a have a greatest hits out, and sometimes it's probably, I don't know why, but it's just, I just felt like it was too early.
Well, you've earned the status now. You really have.
Not too early.
In the meantime, till the greatest hits reach the stores, Alan Jackson, Who I Am, is a very, very successful album in country music. You should be very proud of it.
Let me say something about one song, greatest hits. One of the songs on there you asked me about, it's not a hit, it was a song called Home. It was on my first album. And it's a funny story, not funny, it's sad for me. But when that album first came out, I wanted that to be a single back in '90 because it was a song I wrote about my parents and the house we grew up in. It's kind of a personal song. It was called Home. And right when I came out with Real World and all the first hits, Joe Diffie came out with his first song. It was called Home. It was at the same time, so we couldn't release it because it was too, the same title, it's too similar. So we just threw it on. I just said, well, there's my mama's song, never going to be a single. So now we put it on this greatest hits. It's going to be a single off of there for them. So it's going to be.
Oh, how nice for your family. What's a good thing?
It'll work out well for you. All right, you know who Alan is for the album, all the success. He's back with the Strayhorns after this break. Don't go away.
Alan Jackson believes in keeping country music country. Alan Jackson is a man who stands up for what he believes in.
In Nashville, we like to say that it all starts with a song, and a lot of those songs have started with Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson, you are a true American icon and a giant of country music.
Oh, I've been working all weekend, I'm tired and I don't want to sleep and I want to have fun, time for a good time. Where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's gone country. Look at them boots. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much of muddy water meant to me.
One down-home favorite welcomes another to town.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a coochie coochie.
Miller Lite presents Alan Jackson live in concert.
But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living in
Miller Lite and the Alan Jackson Tour, where great taste meets great music. That's right.
When you see as much of the road as I do, man, it's as simple as black and white. So come on, folks, please think when you drink.
He's got pride in his heart and dirt on his hands. There's one place to find a hard-working man for country. Look at that truck.
Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Cold Miller Lite, I like it like that. And how I'll ask Sally and I'll ask Sue. We're gonna rock away all our blues. Come on.
Only Miller Lite can bring together great taste and great music. Clint Black and Alan Jackson. 2 great tours brought to you by 1 great beer. Miller Lite. It's everything you want a beer to be.
Oh, Miller Lite, I like it like that.
Well, if I had money, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown, buy a Ford truck or two. I'm crazy about a Ford truck. Lord, I'm crazy about a Ford truck. I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
A lot of great acts on there. It's good music, and I think it's just a nice place and a time for us to do it.
So much, y'all. Sweet. I appreciate that. First thing I want to say is that there'll never be another Loretta Lynn. That touched my heart listening to that back there. And, she was always so nice to me, and we had a good friendship, and I just really appreciated her, and we're gonna miss you, sugar. So, just wanted to say that, Loretta. But yes, I've said this before. I think I've made more videos than anybody in the world. After Chattahoochee, I was the first action video artist, I believe, and then it was. I went on to drive trucks in the mud and NASCAR race cars, and I jumped the Bigfoot, the monster truck. I jumped it over 6 cars one time. I did all that stuff, you know. Sang on top of skyscrapers, and I've done about everything on the bow of a boat in the ocean, singing with my band. We've done all that stuff, and but I always believed that the videos were important to the music, and I thought people would watch CMT in the background and listen to the music and hear your songs when they may not hear it on the radio. And I still believe that, and I'm not going to drag this on. I've been really blessed, of course, with everything, and so thankful to all my fans and all my music peers and everybody that's been so nice to me over the years. And but I was in the Bahamas about 2 years ago. It was about 5 o'clock somewhere, and so we went out to had a little tiki bar out on the beach, and we went down there and sat at the bar, and me and my boat captain was with me, and all of a sudden I started hearing all these songs of mine. I mean, it was like all the big hits you'd expect, you know, and then I'd hear all these obscure songs that I hadn't heard in forever. And I thought, what in the world? And all of a sudden I kept hearing this voice singing along with it. And I looked over there, and there was this young, big old black Bahamian bartender. And he was singing at the top of his voice all my songs, and he sang pretty good. And I thought that was so unusual, and he came over and said hi, and he was a fan, of course, and I said, man, where are you listening to all those old songs? Some of those I hadn't heard and sung myself in years. He said, well, I got them all on my computer. I got them off CNT and everywhere. They're all your videos. And so it just made me realize then, you know, that some people don't have country radio everywhere, and nowadays they get the videos, and all that work I did all those years has paid off. So. So I have to say thanks to CMT especially for getting all that music out there, because the music, they heard my songs, and sometimes the video gave it a different expression to people. They got to look at it from a different angle, and I think it was really important, and I think it's helped prop up my career all these years. So God bless CMT and all you people out there. Thank you so much.
Adios, my friend. Anchor where that ocean is. We'll pick up where you left off, strumming on a sailor song. We'll hold down this salty rock where it's always 5 o'clock. When the sun goes down, we raise our drinks. All the pirates and the parrots sing. Oh, 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 oh. Adios, my friend. There's booze in the blender, and soon it will render. That frozen concoction that helps me hang on. West and Oaks. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett, 5 o'clock somewhere, buddy.
I think I've had like a chemical reaction or something. And it burnt like anytime I would put And now my face is just etched. Move, Gigi.
This knucklehead will not leave me alone at all. Well, that's another video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I love you all. Sorry, biscuit went down the wrong pipe. Peace.